Welcome back to Built for Operators. I'm Steve, CMO Orisol. One challenge go-to-market teams have is defining their ICP. 5 years ago, I had that problem at Bionic. It cost me $200,000, 5 tools, and took 6 weeks to give sales basic ICP account information. I'm going to show you how quick it is to do that, the same thing in Orisol. To make it interesting, I'm going to time how long it takes. So, we're in settings in Orisol. I'm going to click Ideal Customer Profile. I'm going to click Create New ICP, and we're going to call this Bionic ICP. You can see Orisol's got a database of 85 million accounts. We're primarily interested in accounts in the United States and United Kingdom. That's what we did in Bionic. Next is tools. So we cared about customers that were in Amazon Web Services, Google Cloud, Microsoft Azure, and specifically we cared about Java, Python, and Kubernetes applications. So I'm going to go and filter all these accounts based on this criteria. And on the left-hand side, you should see that list update. Finally, all we cared about was companies with a minimum of 1,000 employees, because those were the companies that had application developers, lots of applications, and that would allow us to sell. You can see we've got a filtered account list. Next, I'm going to define the weightage of the ICP. So I'm going to put a third on countries, a third on tools, and the remaining on employees. On the right-hand side, you can see Orisol's create a perfect match, which is Walmart, that meets all of the criteria. So that's my ICP. It's going to go and generate that. I'm going to confirm it, and it's going to create the account list. Next, I'm going to go back to settings. I'm going to create my buyer persona. This allows us to filter the contact information in those accounts. So I'm going to call this Bionic Buyer Persona 1. I'm going to go into titles we're looking for. And so if you're in security, the first thing you realize is you sell to the Chief Information Security Officer. In our case, it was more specific in cloud security. So we had cloud security architects, we had cloud architects, and we had DevSecOps, just as an example there. So on the right-hand side, you can see Orisol has filtered almost 950 million contact information. And now I'm going to create a buyer persona. Check this. Now it's going to pull all of those titles into my account information. So if I go back to my accounts, here's my account list that matches my ICP. You can see Bionic ICP. And you can see it's going to pull all the contact information automatically. So if I'm in sales, I've got all my accounts here. We've got 10,619 with all my contact information. And if I go back to my stop clock, that took 2.5 minutes. So 6 weeks, 2.5 minutes in Orisol. That's how easy it is to build an ICP.